In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and winding rivers, an old monk named Kisho lived in a modest temple. Kisho was known for his wisdom and patience, but one thing he did every single day puzzled the villagers. Each morning, without fail, Kisho would sit by a small stone path that led from the temple to the village. He'd take out a broom made of straw and sweep the same stones over and over, even though they were already spotless. Curious, a young villager named Hiro visited Kisho one morning, hoping to understand this odd habit. "Kisho-sensei," Hiro began, bowing respectfully, "why do you sweep these stones every day? They are already clean. Doesn't it bore you?" Kisho paused, resting on his broom, and looked at Hiro with a gentle smile. "Hiro, do you know why the river flows and the wind moves?" Hiro scratched his head, slightly confused. "Because that's their nature, I suppose." Kisho nodded. "Just as it is their nature to move, it is my nature to sweep these stones. It is a task I've chosen, and in its simplicity, I find much peace." "When you say you'd be bored, what do you think boredom is?" Hiro pondered for a moment. "Boredom feels like emptiness, like there's nothing new, nothing exciting." "Ah," Kisho said with a twinkle in his eye. "But does the river ever get bored of flowing? Each drop of water that passes by is different, yet to us it may look the same." He gestured to a nearby cherry blossom tree. "And this tree, does it grow tired of blooming the same flowers each spring?" Hiro shook his head slowly. "No, I suppose not. But they aren't people. They don't feel the same way." "Perhaps," Kisho agreed. "But imagine if you were to see every petal on that tree as if for the first time. What if each step you took down the same road could hold new meaning?" Hiro thought about this, his gaze drifting to the well-trodden path he had walked 100 times. "But how can I see something new in what I already know?" Kisho chuckled. "This is the nature of the mind, Hiro. The mind loves novelty, but there is also depth in the familiar. Take my sweeping. I do it every day, but each sweep of the broom is different. Some days I notice the weight of the broom. Other days I hear the sound of the bristles on stone or feel the coolness of the morning air." He held out the broom to Hiro. "Try it." Hiro took the broom, feeling its rough handle. He began sweeping, awkwardly at first, trying to understand what Kisho was talking about. He focused on the motion of his hand, the slight resistance from the ground, and the dust swirling in the air. After a few minutes, he looked up at Kisho. "It does feel different, but I'm still not sure it makes sense." Kisho laughed. "You're searching for excitement in every moment, like seeking the sun in the night sky. True contentment lies in seeing deeply, in knowing that each moment has many layers. Boredom only asks us to look deeper. Monotony becomes meditation when you are fully present." As Hiro handed the broom back, he looked at the temple, the same stones, the trees swaying gently. Everything appeared just as it had before, yet somehow he saw it differently. "Thank you, Kisho-sensei," he said, bowing. "I think I understand now." And as he walked back down the familiar path to the village, Hiro noticed for the first time the faint scent of moss, the sound of a bird's song, and the warmth of the sun on his face, each one, like the stones he'd left behind, feeling quietly alive.